Superheroes are human too. They shatter, they break, and they collapse, just like any of us do at some point in our lives. Being a superhero doesn't necessarily mean that they cannot have emotions, or that they cannot possess any weaknesses. Being a superhero doesn't guarantee that they are strong and brave all the time. All humans, even superheroes, can have their own moments of pure vulnerability, because they too have demons to fight and traumas to drown. Just like Storm from the X-Men. Looking at her, we can truly say that she's vigorous, strong, and brave. But what we didn't know was underneath her tough bravado, there still lies a child who was relieving her past traumas. It was only when she got trapped on a brick dropped by Magneto on one of their battles, and on other succeeding events where she was imprisoned and put into isolation, did we realize that Storm, one of the X-Men and a superhero, had claustrophobia. Now what is claustrophobia, and what can we do for people who suffer from this type of phobia? Phobias fall under anxiety disorders, and claustrophobia is a form of a specific phobia, which is defined as the intense and irrational fear of a certain object or situation that poses little to no threat at all. In this case, people with claustrophobia have extreme fear of tight or crowded spaces due to the fear of not being able to escape. The term claustrophobia actually came from the Latin word claustrum, which translates to closed in place, and the Greek word phobos, which simply means phobia. It is one of the most common specific phobias, and it may be triggered by mundane situations, such as being stuck in an elevator, being in a crowded room or a room without a window, or being stuck in an unmoving traffic. When triggered by such events, people suffering from claustrophobia may experience symptoms similar to a panic attack. These symptoms include the following: feeling of intense fear or panic, sweating, trembling, hot flashes, shortness of breath, hyperventilation, increased heart rate, feeling faint or lightheaded, nausea, chest tightness or pain, and feeling confused or disoriented. When Storm's claustrophobia was triggered during her battle with Magneto, she exhibited some of these symptoms and eventually blacked out. Later, we learned that Storm's claustrophobia was due to a past trauma during her childhood, which she never had the chance to resolve. She got buried under rubble during an airstrike that eventually killed her parents. Being buried alive was traumatic enough, but losing your parents on that same day you experienced your trauma was even more traumatic. Imagine having to relive that event over and over again. It only goes to show that Storm was indeed a superhero, because even when she had wounds to mend and a trauma to heal from, it didn't stop her from putting other people first and saving the world. Isn't she amazing? That said, I believe it's really important that we ask the people we care about how they are doing, especially those who we deem as strong and always happy. Sometimes they are the ones who really needed our help and support but were too scared or shy to admit it. For people suffering from claustrophobia, there are a lot of treatment methods you can try. Several therapies such as psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT, and rational emotive behavioral therapy or REBT can be helpful too. These therapies will help you to understand where your fears are coming from, how you can control and alter your negative thoughts about the object of your fear, and it can also help you to identify other possible ways you can address your thoughts and behaviors. Exposure therapy is also very common and very effective in treating anxiety disorders. It involves being in a safe environment where you will have the chance to confront and overcome your fears. Other than these therapies, you can also try relaxation techniques like taking deep breaths, counting from 1 to 10, or any other methods that will help you feel relaxed and at ease in dealing with people who have phobias. Whether it's specific or generalized, and people suffering from anxiety, it's important that we understand their situation and offer them genuine support. check out one of our newest videos here. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on more videos about your favorite Disney and Marvel characters and the psychology behind them. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.